is who put the names on the list to fire what are now 9 U.S. attorneys. Since you were here last, we've had a number of your top staff appear before us. Kyle Sampson, your former chief of staff, said, "I was the aggregator of input that came in from different sources." Paul McNulty said, "It was presented to me as here is the idea, and here are the names of individuals that are being identified." Jim Comey said, "I was not aware there was any kind of process going on." Bill Mercer said, "I didn't understand there was a list. I didn't keep a list." Mike Battle, "A decision was made to compile a list. It was made by someone. I had no input. Nobody asked for my input." Will Michella, "Since I was not part of that process, I don't have firsthand knowledge." Mike Elston, "Kyle asked me to give him my thoughts, give him a draft list. I said, sure. I didn't actually do it. I was very busy." Who approved those names?
I ultimately approved the list of recommendations that were submitted to me.
And
I
how
accept
many
responsibility.
names did you approve for firing?
I think on the list that was presented.
No, total. How many names have you approved for firing?
You mean total? For cause, not for cause? I'd have to get back to you on that.
There were 7 on December 7th.
7 on December 7th.
We're now up to 9 that we know about. How many, this is important, how many U.S. attorneys did you approve to be summarily fired?
Senator, there may have been others. I would be happy to get back to you with that kind of information about who has left, but I don't know the answer to your question. But I can certainly find out.
Don't know after all we've been through, the hearing after hearing after hearing?
Well, in connection with this review process that Mr. Sampson was coordinating, what was presented to me was a list of 7 individuals on December 7th. And so those are the 7 that I accepted the recommendation to ask for the resignation.
That's right. But those were the ones that were called on December the 7th
Yes.
and told to leave by January 15th.
Yes.
There were others also asked to resign.
Yes.
And I'm asking what the total number were.
Well, certainly Mr. Cummings was asked to leave. Mr. Graves was asked to leave. I'm not aware, sitting here today, of any other U.S. attorney who was asked to leave, except there were some instances where people were asked to leave, quite frankly, because there was legitimate cause.
So you're saying these were asked to leave because the cause was not legitimate?
I'm not, no, what I'm saying is wrongdoing, misconduct. There may have been some, in fact, I'm sure there were others.
What kind of misconduct?
Well, and I'm not suggesting any of this conduct happened, but for example, an inappropriate relationship, taking action that is where you have a direct conflict of interest to help out a buddy, making a, those kinds, something like that I would say would constitute misconduct. And there
Were those specific things involved in any U.S. attorney that was terminated?
No. With respect to the 7 and with respect to Mr. Cummings and with respect to Mr. Graves, I'm not aware that, certainly it was in my mind, a problem or basis to accept the recommendation that they be asked to leave.
All right, let me